A big hello and welcome to my channel. How you doing? I know you're good. Wow, we're gonna dive right into it. you know, when they say the enemies outside can hurt you, except there's enemy within, it's not a joke. I don't know why celebrities and some public figures just believe in social validation. They come to tell their truth on social media, the truth that they know fully well that is not the real truth. They just come to feel um to fill their void. I would put it that way. Well, this video is not to condemn anybody. We're all learning. Nobody have got all the answers, and we're here to learn and also teach. In the comment section, please tell me what you think and also have your own opinion. I'm going to talk about different things, but they're all related to the enemy. If you don't have enemy within, it will never get to the enemy outside, will never get to hurt you. When you cannot control the outside, why do you seek for validation when you know on social media, when you know that you know your truth and you know that this is real? I've always said social media is for most people who into businesses and who want to catch crews. Those are the two things on social media. If you have no business in any of those things, these two things I've mentioned, there's no need being on social media. I want to give example of some women who are strong, and I don't want to know how they got their power or how they're doing it. Bottom line, they seem to be focused on what they want, which is a laser focus. It's good to do it the right way, but the part where I'm focusing on, I don't know how they got to that level, but the part I'm focusing on is the strength and how they did not allow the enemies outside to determine their future or their happiness. When you're in a good place with yourself, obviously you have self-worth, obviously you have self-love. When you are in a social gathering or in what's it called, in your workplace, if you don't exude self-esteem, you're going to be ruined. You're going to be ruined, and it's going to rub off on your work and also the people around you. So the essence of this video, for those people who are in the social gathering, who are in their workplace, is to get that self-confidence. I've mentioned some of the things in some of my videos. Get self-confidence. That will help you to have self-love. That will help you to be able to show kindness to other people. That will avoid you from being jealous of the next person. I'll give example of some women. This um what's her name? She's married to Nedumoko. She's one of the Regina Daniels. Young lady who got married to an older person. So many people say so many things about her. But today, look at her. She's transformed. She's really transformed. And I think she's not led. I'm sure she had a moment, but she had to transform herself and say, hey, no way, no how are people going to let me, choose my happiness for me. From what we see on social media, she's transformed so much in her parents' words, in the way she talks, you know what I mean? I think people should also, in what I'm trying to say, take that aspect where she transformed herself to being a better person on what we see on social media. That's what I'm just trying to say. Another thing I want to also say is most people, when they have good thing and they say they have good things and then they when good things are happening to them, for example, a man really loves you, you're taking advantage of that man. Why? Example is Kim Kardashian. Let me mention it. Yes, so far what we've been seeing on social media, we've heard that she's doing what she can to get back to Kanye West or get his attention. They've divorced for some time now, and the guy has remarried. The guy was really head over heels about her, but I think she took it for granted. You know what I mean? So now she's trying to get back when the man has moved on. Bottom line, cherish what you have is one of my books. A bird in the hand is what two in the bush. You don't abuse, because don't abuse your privilege, don't abuse your love that someone has for you. And I think that's an example for us to learn. And when she's constantly seeking for validation through social media, I say no, no. If you have brain, go and borrow brain. Seriously, we're all learning. I'm not going to allow people's happiness, people ruin my happiness. They can say all they want to say, but I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. But what I want to actually let the world know on this channel is, if you're doing anything, remember the world is watching you. Remember that there will be a record at some point. You will fumble. So it's better to do it the right way than doing the wrong way, basically. you know Kanye has moved on with Bianca, so sorry, or so I think that's her name, and they're doing so well. I hope the marriage lasts. I hope something good comes out of it. I think Kanye is now in a better place, I would say. Moral of this video on this section is for people: don't take people who love you for granted. Don't abuse your privilege or the opportunity given to you. Make sure you cherish it. Basically, do not allow social media to influence your decision. When you see people flaunting their wealth and all, you don't know how they got it, and you want to do the fast lane. It doesn't work that way. Don't When you don't allow social media to influence you, or you're constantly trying to validate have validation through social media, you're going to it's going to rub you off in the wrong way, in so many ways. Stop emulating people you don't know the root of their success. Seriously, it's becoming a trend now, and people there's someone who just died. A guy killed a young girl. She's been flaunting, she's an influencer, flaunting here and there all the wealth and all the what they call it, all the material things. And some of these youngsters who want to emulate and be thanking and be asking God, when is my turn? When is my turn? This they're using that girl as an example. No, don't. When you don't know the root of their sources or their resources, don't do that. Okay. Um, I want to use this um point also to focus on women who are mothering their husbands. So what I mean here is, stop treating your husband, especially the good one, like your child, like your son or daughter. When you're talking to him, you're talking to him anyhow. It doesn't work that way. At some point, this man will lose it and stop loving you. Yes, I keep saying a man should love you more, because at the end of the day, we women will always love, nurture, and care. And that's how we're wired. So our love get to match theirs. I didn't say you should not marry someone you're not attracted to. No, be attracted to him, but let his love be more. Because at the end of the day, men, what I've noticed is that a man always knows what he wants. When he sees you the first day, he knows that, okay, maybe few conversation here and there. He knows that, okay, this one is a friend zone area. This one is a wife material. It doesn't matter the buzazo you give him. It doesn't matter if you had that you were intimate the first day people met. It doesn't matter if you reserved yourself for 10 years or whatever years for you to get down with him. It doesn't matter. See, men know what they want, and it's very easy to spot when they claim or pretend not to know. They really do know. And I also want, yeah. So when you appreciate your husband, when you learn to see him as your husband, as your boyfriend, this will work out well. Practice and see. Let's see how it goes. I'm saying this from people's experiences, how it has worked for them, how they've been in good place with their spouses. I, for one, will never marry a man I'm more in love with. No, I'll be attracted to him, quite all right, but he will love me more. I also want to say this: beauty will always fade. What do you have inside of you that makes you valuable? That's what matters. You need to believe, you need to know who you are. You need to add value either in the home, or when they say add value, doesn't mean that you have to be a public figure. Do you understand? You can add value in your home. It starts from home. What I mean by adding value, there's so many things you can do to your spouse that makes you add value. Do you understand? So if you know your worth, you will know how to go about your life, to be honest. The truth of the matter is that Nobody has got all the answers, but we're here to learn. Can only try. I keep saying that this life, if you're not appreciative of your little wins, I don't think your big win would mean so much to you. It means you're greedy. It means when you are greedy, so much will happen. You allow the enemy outside to get to you. When you have allow social media to be your validation, enemies will come from outside and get to you. When you talk to someone who appreciates you, who loves you, who you're married to, when you talk down on him or her, when you don't appreciate, when you don't embrace that what you're being you appreciate it, give back that love and um that cherish the person is giving you, the enemies will come in. There are no better ways to explain this but to tell you that what you can't control outside of you, right? You have no business dwelling on it. Basically, you have no business. So work within you, work inside of you. That will help you to be in a better place. Have self-love, have kindness, love yourself more, have that self-esteem, and you see yourself really, really blossoming as a man, as a woman, and also to the society. Life is not that hard. I love you for watching. Mwah.